Hey y'all, I'm Chelsea Blair here with Bobcat Exchange, and I'm here with two of my girlies.
Hi guys, my name's Ida.
And this is Callie.
And we're gonna talk sports today.
Yay.
Oh my gosh, yes. Period.
So starting with this past Friday, March 24th, our baseball team had had a loss to Coastal Carolina 0-19. That's actually kind of surprising to me.
They had an unfortunate weekend.
Yeah.
Honestly, it seems. Coastal really showed us a thing or two.
I don't know much
It's
about
a loss
Coastal's
on the
team.
board, but a win in our hearts.
So true.
I wonder what, hold on, I'm gonna look up what Coastal's record is.
I think that we already win because we're in Texas and they're not, so.
No, for real.
Very true.
But hey, Coastal Slay.
Yeah. But, anyway, sorry, just 1 second. Oh, they're pretty good. I mean, they, 15-7 overall. It's not too bad, so.
We'll give it to them.
Yeah. We'll get them next time. It's
We just told the baseball guys to just let them win.
We just said give them the weekend.
Yes. So, it was also an away game. I forgot to add that, so. I know it is harder when you're on the road.
And we don't have our Texas fans with them.
Yes. So our softball team that day went to South Alabama and actually lost 1-2. It was pretty close. I feel like lately I haven't seen like baseball and softball games that low scoring, So they're both probably around the same level, but still good job to our softball team. And track that day had their Charles Austin Classic here in San Marcos.
That was interesting.
Track is on a very good path too, right?
Yeah. Track's winning like Sunbelt awards
and it's breaking records like left, right.
I need to go watch our track team.
Yeah, they're actually really, really good.
I'm pretty sure we just broke a record for like both long jump for men and women.
Ooh, slay!
Or like have the highest. I don't know.
But they have been winning.
Yeah, they have been doing very well.
National events.
Do we know when the next track meet is?
I'm not sure, but I think. Oh no, actually, April? Yeah, no. Track plays or not plays. They have a meet starting. It started yesterday, the 29th. Going Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The Texas Relays in Austin.
Oh, that's what's going on in Austin.
That's going on this weekend. So if
Texas
you're free, you want to support Texas State.
Yes, Texas Relays.
Go to UT and watch it unfold, man.
Yes. So, this past Saturday, my Texas State Strutters had their spectacular I heard they did such a good job, and, good job to the fourth years and the seniors for, putting on their last best show, being a strutter. So, yeah, I'm proud of them. Good job, Strutters.
Is it just like a little, showcase of dances and stuff?
Yeah, it's actually pretty big. It's like the last thing they do end of the year.
It's like, I guess, in high school when it'd be like their spring show.
Yeah,
this is the Strutters show.
Oh, okay.
I love them. Their little outfits are always
That's
the cutest.
Cute.
Yes,
That's
good job
cutie.
to the Strutters. I love y'all. Our women's tennis played at Georgia Southern. It was an away game. We lost 0-7.
Dang.
Yeah. Sorry to our women's team. Baseball played an away game versus Coastal Carolina again and lost 6-13. They did better than they did Friday, but it was still a loss.
I think it was just like a little tournament or whatever.
Yeah, tournament. Like I said, it is harder when you play away games, but still good job to baseball for giving it their all. Soccer had a game versus their alumni and won 5-2. I like how soccer does that.
I know. I was at the game.
Mm-hmm, they did that in high school at Heritage.
Okay.
Like they had their alumni come back and play soccer.
Did they play against them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like
I think all sports should do that.
They should. It kind of just brings a sense of community,
Yeah, kind of like a homecoming.
Yeah.
I think football should do that, like homecoming week.
That'd be so cool.
So lit. Yeah, and then Strutters could have
cool.
Strutter alumni come, and then cheerleaders have cheerleader alumni come.
That would be cute because I think it's also once post grad, it's very different to exchange, and maybe you always have the feels of missing college. So
right, especially when you play a sport.
if they have that, it would be a really nice opportunity.
It was an interesting game. Them girlies came to play.
Really?
Let me tell you. No, those soccer girls are aggressive.
No, yeah, soccer girls, like,
They are so aggressive, and like,
I would be so scared.
specifically, can't remember her name, but number 23, I just remember her number because she was like
Killing
a
it.
beast on the field. No,
She was an alumni or current?
No, she was a current player. She was crazy on the field. Like, it was insane. And like, soccer is interesting to watch because
Yeah, I do like
those girlies get aggressive.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and honestly, props to the goalies, bro. Like,
yes.
they have to throw themselves to
Yeah.
catch those balls, bro.
And those goals are pretty big.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
huge. Like, you literally have to
And you have to be
throw
quick.
yourself. Yes. That would be like too much anxiety for me, man.
Yeah,
Because I would just feel like everyone would be like mad at me on the team if you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, soccer
probably
is
That's fun to
definitely an
watch.
underrated sport because they have to constantly be running back and forth, and that's not a court; it's a whole field.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
They don't pause like football and reset the
right?
ball or
You literally
nothing.
have no breaks.
Yeah, you have to just keep running. So props to everyone that plays soccer, not just the women, the men as well. So yeah. Moving on to softball, they played again at versus South Alabama at home and won 6-2. Like I said, I feel like when you're playing away, it's just a little bit harder. But good job to softball for winning that game. And baseball played again versus Coastal Carolina.
I think
So they played
a-
twice.
I
and
think
this
they
was
played a
the
doubleheader.
win.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I think it was definitely a double hitter. I think they just played twice on Saturday. I think it was like morning and then they played later that night.
Oh,
But they
wow.
finally won.
Yeah.
I think that's really what happens with tournaments anyways, because once you see how the other team plays, you can kind of just catch
Yes.
on. But yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
Well, good job to baseball for winning that,
period.
last game,
They
that
won.
away game at Coastal Carolina.
Yes.
And that's all for
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday.
So on Sunday, March 26th, women's tennis actually played Coastal Carolina as well. There was a bunch of Bobcats in Coastal Carolina this weekend. It was an away game, but unfortunately tennis lost 1-6, and then softball again played South Alabama at home, and they lost 0-7. So it was unfortunate, but the girlies have time to bounce back. So on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, March 29th, women's tennis played Brown at home, and they lost their match 0-4. And softball also played number 21 Baylor at home, and unfortunately they lost 2-3.
It was still pretty close.
Yeah, it was
Close,
super
yeah.
close game. So, again, girlies have time to bounce back eventually.
do.
They can bounce back. And then baseball played UTRGB away, and hey, they came out with a win.
Period.
6-5, so period. As we mentioned earlier, track is going to be having a little
Invitation.
Bobcat Invitational, today. I guess that's happening today on Thursday at home. So,
Oh, so they're not doing Texas reviews?
I am a little confused about
Maybe
that.
some people are going and some aren't. I don't know how that goes.
I actually
maybe just the
think I
women's.
am wrong, so that's funny. No, what I said earlier was correct. Scratch the Bobcat Invitational. It is the Texas Relay thing.
Okay.
It starts today, or I guess it started yesterday. So I had that written down wrong. But anywho, Friday, tomorrow, there's a variety of games to attend if you're feeling like you want to support the Bobcats.
Mhm.
Women's tennis plays Marshall at home tomorrow at 2 p.m. Friday, March 31st. Softball plays Appalachian State away at 4 p.m. Baseball plays Arkansas State at home at 6 p.m. and volleyball is playing Texas at home at 7 p.m. So that'll be
Oh.
interesting. Volleyball's coming
Volleyball's
back.
starting back up.
Hey, Slay. I've always wanted to be good at volleyball, and I just never was.
Oh, me
Me
too.
It was like one of those
I
times
love
just knew
it.
I
I
wasn't
feel like
I
if
love
I was
watching it.
taller.
Me, that's what I
No,
tell
I
myself.
feel like that's true, but not really, because I remember there's always short volleyball players,
Right.
and they're the best
The
ones.
bees
The little
on the
libero and
court,
stuff.
yes.
Yes, they just run around.
They're
They
always
make it look
bees.
so easy, and it's not.
They do make it look easy, but it's literally not. I always am like, if I was taller, maybe I could be good at basketball, girl. I don't know if height has anything to do with it.
I don't think so. I feel like I'm pretty tall for a girl, and I'm not very athletic.
Hey, man, it's alright. The Bobcat girlies got it taken care of, period.
Mm-hmm.
Slay. What were them golf girlies up to?
Okay, so for the golf girlies,
Yeah.
men. So they were, for their third consecutive tournament, Jack Burke finished first in the Bobcat lineup and tied for 4th overall, shooting a 2 under. And he recorded his second round of 1 under 71 in the tournament, and he led the field in par 4s and had the most pars with a total of 40.
Yes. Golf is so
Jack.
hard to understand. It's a long game. Like, honestly, why did golf literally last like 3 hours? Like, that whole little tournament, the 9 holes.
I think it could be even longer, right?
Yeah.
Have you been to a Texas State golf?
I haven't been to a Texas State golf.
Have y'all been to the Texas State golf range? The Bobcat range?
No, where is it?
What?
Where is it
It is pretty fun. Like, you pay, I don't really know how to describe it. I guess it's like going like towards Walmart and you go on the
Yes,
the
it
bridge.
is towards Walmart.
It's
yes.
right there. It's just called like Bobcat Range, and you pay like $10, I believe, and it's like a bucket, like a huge bucket, like full of like golf balls, and like that's it. And they just give you can bring your own golf clubs, and also they have some to rent there, and it's also for all the 21 plus age people. It's BYOB, and I believe they do some night sessions. I don't know if it's every day, but they have like little lights, and I know if they have like a DJ come out and like play there, and like you can just like hit the range and like just release some
That actually
stress.
sounds pretty fun.
fun.
I'm not gonna lie, golf is like the least interesting sport to me ever, but that actually sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, it's pretty
That does
fun.
sound
I try to be like a golf girly. I
Have
know
you ever
maybe
been to Top Golf?
yes.
Okay, I've never been.
I love Topgolf.
I feel like all the golf actual people are gonna probably hate us for this, or me. But I love wearing little golf skirts, so I really try to be like get into golf. And my boyfriend took me golfing, and
That sounds
it
fun.
was like beaming hot outside. So
Yes, Bobcat Range. Support small businesses.
yes, of course.
So-
Anyways, back to our golf news with our golf at Texas State. Sorry. So we also had Tom Rode Carson tied for 9th for his second best finish this season and his first time going even in a tournament. So congrats on that. That's very good. And freshmen's, this might be wrong pronounced, but Saki Satala finished inside the top 15 after going 1 over in the final round for his second 54-hole total of 18 this year.
Okay.
And among the 75 players, Marcelo Garza tied for second with the highest number of eagles in the tournament with 2, and was his second in par 5 scoring. He also fell 11 spots from yesterday and tied for, not yesterday, about 5 days ago, and tied for 17 with an eagle on hole 7. And for a little highlight on Casper Nyland, finished 5th in Texas State lineup for the first time this season. Nyland saw a 4th stroke improvement from the second round to finish 5 over. And that just concludes for what they played on Saturday, March 25th. But if you want to keep supporting our golf team, they will be traveling to Charlesville, Virginia on April 10th and 11th at the Birdwood Golf Course. And this will be their final regular season tournament before their Sun Belt Conference Championship, which will be held April 24th through the 27th.
Slay for them.
Yeah.
Good luck to the golf team. Like, that sounds like fun. I've never been to Virginia, but I've heard it's nice. My friend lives there and she loves it.
You have friends everywhere.
These girls are worldwide. What can I say?
Period.
Okay, so Texas State played their first league games outside of San Marcos for the first time in more than a month. They played last Saturday, March 25th, against Georgia Southern, and last Sunday, March 26th, against Coastal Carolina, as I mentioned earlier. But yeah.
Okay. Yes, and after losing 5-2 to Southern Miss to end their 7-game homestand, Texas State is on a 3-match losing streak, unfortunately. It's okay. There's only 2 double teams are now on a winning streak. One of them includes Sophia Fortuno and Maria Laura on line 3, who have won 3 straight matches. So congrats to them.
Yeah.
On court 2, Jade Chan and Andrea Pineda were able to enter the lineup and secure doubles point against Southern Miss. I keep hearing Andrea Pineda's name, so she must be doing. Mm-hmm.
She must
Good
be
job
doing
to her, Queen.
So for Kiana Graham was the only Bobcat to win a singles match in the most recent match. So congrats, bringing her record on the top court to 6-6. 6-match winning streak for Sophia Fortuno was ended by a defeat and straight sets. So Texas State has a 6-12 singles record and a 1-3 road record against a conference opponents.
Slay. Well, come out, support your Bobcats this week. There's a bunch of events happening this
Soccer,
weekend.
golf, tennis,
Anything you
track,
want, it's
anything.
there. Come out, support the Bobcats.
I'm sure they all appreciate it.
Obviously. So come and support and eat 'em
'em
up.
up.
Eat 'em up. I'm Chelsea.
And I'm Aida.
And I'm Callie.
And this was Bobcat Exchange.
Thank you for tuning in.
Bye, y'all.